Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. Please excuse my rough appearance. You'll understand in a minute. Or you may think, well, it doesn't look any different than normal. And I can understand that too. It is July 27th, 2018, Friday afternoon at 4:52 p.m. And let me see. Let's pull up the weather. Come on, weather. What? Thank you. Now it's finally pulling up. Come on. Maybe not. Oh, there we go, finally. No, I don't want my Google Assistant to help me with nothing. Really? Whatever. Okay, it's 85 degrees. Feels like 95. The high will be 81. Figure that one out again. And it just left me. Why you leave me? Why? Really? Come on, phone. You need to just cool your jets.
Here's what I found.
No! I don't want you to do anything for me, Google. Go away. Oh, man. Wow. Stick with me here. Wow. Okay, now back to it. You know, the low will be 75, 30% chance of rain, partially cloudy. Humidity 77. Wind is at 5 miles per hour from the southwest. Air quality is back to being good at 42. Sunrise was at 6:53 a.m. Sunset will be at 8:34 p.m. And I have no idea what. Come on, come back. Come back, my little friend. It says I'm never coming back. There you are. Tomorrow is supposed to be 40% chance of rain with scattered thunderstorms. So that's what tomorrow is like. It has been a crazy, let's say 24 hours since I left y'all. Look at this. See that? See? You see this? Yeah. Humidity is not my friend sometimes. Anyway, let's see. Recap yesterday. I knew Nixie wasn't feeling too good, but I didn't know if she was just kind of hiding and not wanting to go out because of the thunderstorms or what the story was. And then it became very apparent once Brad got home that she could not urinate. She would strain and strain and kept trying, and she couldn't urinate, couldn't relieve herself. And we did run into town. I hadn't been out of the house in a week. And we used one of the coupons from Burger King and splurged and got, you know, their $8.99 deal, which is a meal for two. So we got that, came back. We ate dinner. I sprayed a couple paintings I had done. And she still couldn't urinate. By this time, she's becoming very frantic. And you can tell she's in pain. And she's kind of whimpering. And she kept straining and straining, going outside multiple times. Could not relieve herself. Just couldn't do it. And Brad did call an emergency. There's an emergency vet hospital up in Tallahassee. And that's the only place after hours you can get help, I guess. But they want money up front. And to even walk in the door is $85 to $125 just for the assessment fee. That's without any test or anything. So we just didn't have it. We knew we wouldn't have it. You know, just not have access to it at that time of night. They also would not even hospitalize her if they found anything wrong until you paid up front for the hospitalization even. So we decided to wait it out. I tried to manually express her bladder a couple different ways. I'd watched YouTube videos on it and stuff, without success. I mean, I could tell I was in the right area because, her vulva and everything was expanding and everything. But I just could not get anything out. And, we rubbed on her belly and stuff. I did try to give her, an amoxicillin, which I don't know if it was effective or not. I don't think it was because she kept throwing up also. She wouldn't eat at all. She kept throwing up, and then she'd come back and she'd drink a bunch of water, and then a little bit later she'd throw it up again. We're still not sure what that was about. And it was just all water, frothy water. Did give her melatonin, and it was a quick dissolve, and I think that did help. And I think it also helped relax her enough that, I mean, at that point in time, we would have been happy if she would have even piddled on the floor, because you hate to see your animal in pain and in distress and stuff, and, but there was nothing. And then Brad took her back in the bedroom, and he said that she had peed on his bed, peed on my bed, and stuff, and, I think that might have been water. I'm not sure, but at some point in time, she definitely did pee. We had we had wee pads set all over the floor in the bedroom. He tried to take her back there when he went to bed, and she did go on one of those and partially on the carpet, and then y'all all over my bed because Brad had already stripped my sheet and everything because she either had puked or peed on that, and so she. Two different spots. It looked like a murder scene because she had blood in her urine. And I walked in there this morning, and I'm like, oh my God. And I mean, this is a new queen mattress, since we moved in here. And it was just, oh. So, I'm not mad at her or anything, of course. I started cleaning that. Brad had called right when our vet's office opened up at 8 and called and got an appointment for her at 10. And so I was using peroxide, of course, and there is just a few little spots left where you could even tell that there was ever a stain. I used peroxide and then I used bleach and stuff. But it looks, like a new mattress again. I'll work on a few little stains and stuff. I'm not going to be able to sleep on my bed for a couple of days, but I slept on the couch last night anyway, because we were trying to keep stuff quiet and stuff, so we knew she was really uncomfortable. And, she did go pee a little bit this morning, and then, Brad, what was I going to say? Brad took her to the vet, and they did x-rays, and they did, I was going to tell you, when I was initially cleaning those spots on the mattress, and I mean, they were huge, I found a bladder stone. We didn't know it was a bladder or a kidney stone, but, it was pretty big size. It was, I'm trying to see. It was probably at least about the half of the diameter of this looming pick. For my dog. I mean, she weighed in at 59 pounds, but she had passed that, and I had grabbed it, and I said, "Look at this," and we didn't have an empty pill bottle to put it in. And I said, "Well, put it in a plastic bag and take it to the vet, because that helps a lot." So anyway, they did x-rays. They got a urine sample from her. Brad said it was funny because she was outside being walked, and the vet tech is following her with a ladle. And they're analyzing the stone that we brought in. They did x-rays, and there are like a lot of stones in her bladder. And there are 3 or 4 near the opening that are probably even, they said about twice the size as the one we brought in, approximately, so probably maybe about that size. We're waiting to see. They gave her an antibiotic. They gave her an anti-inflammatory pain reliever, NSAID. And we're waiting to see if that does the trick. The vet wasn't sure if maybe the stone could kind of dissolve on their own or not. You know, I guess he said if she had been a male dog, there's no way she would have been able to pass that one stone. But they wanted to do surgery next Wednesday and remove the stone. We just don't. Today's visit was $300, and that was the money we had saved up for our wedding anniversary. But that's coming up here, you know, on the 13th of August. Brad's birthday's on the 12th, and our 30th wedding anniversary is on the 13th. And so we have saved up that little bit of money, you know, to go to a nice dinner or something. But we used that. It was no hesitation. She's worth it. You know, we'll just have, you know, a little dinner here at home and stuff, and that'll be just fine. You know. So, but the surgery itself would be $800 to $1,000. They said probably more likely the estimate $1,034 or something. So, but I was just honest with them and said, right now we do not have the money for that. You know, Invest used to work with you and take payments. And, you know, sadly now they don't. I don't know if now they got stumped so many times or you know, whatever the case is. So we're waiting, and I mean, we'll do what we have to come up with the money, I guess, you know. I told Brad, I said, well, if we have to eat ramen for a couple months, I guess that's what we have to do. I mean, if she has to have surgery. They said there is a chance that the tests come back and it'll be the type of bladder stone that you just need to have a dietary change. And, you know, I guess they're very, very common in dogs. This is the first dog that we've ever had that had, I think maybe CJ had bladder stones that we just never knew about. I don't know. But, I mean, she wasn't originally our dog or anything. And, I mean, she just became incontinent. So, I guess maybe that wasn't the case. Maybe it was just an infection. I don't know. My brother never would take her to the vet and stuff. So, and that was his dog initially. But, anyway. So, that's where we stand with her. She's resting very comfortably. I just took her outside. She was able to go to the bathroom a little bit, but she really hasn't been drinking much, so she did eat a little bit this morning. She did eat a little bit of waffle, and we all were cheering, or Brad and I, we were cheering, and I did give her a few treats, and that was before she went to the vet, and she is drinking, though, and keeping it down. She's not throwing up anymore. They never did say why she was throwing up. You know, maybe she was just stressed out about being in so much pain or something. I don't know. But I was worried that maybe it was some kind of a blockage, you know, within her intestines or something, you know, because, you know, she kept throwing up. But it was a wild ride. It was a wild ride. I finally went to sleep about 6 a.m. and Brad was up at 7:30. And I got back up with him, and then once he left with Nixie, I laid down, and then he called me when he was done, and then, you know, he came home, and we had lunch, and then he laid down for a while, because what he did was he had to work this morning, so he called his employee. He has a new employee who's working out wonderfully, and said, you know, could you, and this was a couple hours notice, could you possibly come in and open, and then I'll come in, you know, about 3:30 and close. You know, I'll stay till closing. And she said, oh, sure, no problem, you know. That probably worked out a lot better for her. And, which we were really grateful for. And, yeah, so she did that, and that way he was able to go lay down once he had lunch and stuff for a little bit. And, yeah. And then once he laid down, I laid down again. I was just so, we're both just so tired. And the poor dog, she'd been sleeping a lot because you know. This is the anti-inflammatory. Let's see. Trying to. Let's see. I think that's the thing that we had when we had to put our cat down. Is carprofen is CARPROFEN 100 milligram tablets. And she takes a half of them. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, she give a half a tablet twice a day. So she takes that, and then she's on. That's in here. She's on. Let's see. Moxiclab tablets. It's this right here. Yeah. So you should take one of those every 12 hours too. And there's enough in here for a week. So, I don't know, but I didn't say if she needed to come back in a week or not. I'll have to ask him what the vet said. You know, see. But we'll do what we have to do, you know. Right, baby girl? Are you such a pretty girl, aren't you? But yeah, we'll do what we have to do, you know. We'll get her, if she has to have surgery, we'll do it as soon as we possibly can. So, anyway, that's what's been going on there. I did have a few paintings, but I only have, okay, I had 3 paintings, y'all. You know that I'm going to just show you, it'll be easier to show you on the phone, that one I did that I'm not happy with. Let's see. This one, I am just not happy with it. I am not happy with this whole section right here. So I'm redoing that whole section. I like the water movement on the waves and stuff. You can't really see the detail in this phone very well. But I like the water detail on the wave and stuff. But that whole section, so I'm redoing that whole section. You know, and changing it completely. And then I had 2 other paintings, but 2 of them, they're just acrylic pours, but one of them I did as a gift for somebody, for a friend of mine, and I don't want to show it until she gets it, and I'll be mailing it out next week, so I don't really have any of that to show you guys, but I do have, I sat last night, I needed something to kind of occupy my mind, because, you know, she was in the bedroom for a while, and then she came out here for a while, and then she went back in the bedroom for a while, and stuff, and, while she was out here, you know, every time she was squatting, she would get just maybe just a few drops out and stuff, and besides me running behind her cleaning it up, and everything. Once she went back in the bedroom with Brad, I needed something just to occupy my mind. You guys know, there are babies and stuff, and so I sat and made a bunch of pendants, a bunch more pendants that I am going to list on Etsy sometime this weekend, and I will be selling these for $5 each plus shipping. So there's this one. Some of these are actually glow in the dark glitter in with these, and some of them are not. But so here's this one. This is the pinks and the purples and stuff. And I hope you guys don't mind I show you guys these real quick. There's this one, which I really like a lot. You know, and if you see a little bit of overlap on one side, I just haven't trimmed those off yet because they were drying. And then I did this one, which I really like. You know, sometimes I would use part of a paint skin of this and then match it with something else to get different effects and stuff. Like this one. There's 2 different ones, and then it's got a little bit of glitter, and then it's on what they call the antique gold. You know, all you'd have to do is just get a chain or a ribbon or whatever of your choice. You could either put this on your keychain, If you wanted to just run a safety pin through it, I guess you could just put it on your lapel or on a scarf. I've done that before. You know, or a hat. You know, it depends on, you know, what your style is. Or a necklace, of course. Or, you know, if you, whatever you like. So, anyway, so there's that one. And, let's see. This one. I really like. Like I said, they all have glitter, even if they don't show up. Well, there's that one. And this one. And this one. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Each one, even if it doesn't show up, has glitter, so inside it. So yeah, there's that one. There's another one of my favorites. Kind of rich tones and stuff on an antique gold. There's that one. That was another one I maxed up a couple different ones. I used a couple different skins. Try to do some of all different colors and stuff. That's another pink and purple one. This is another kind of purple and aqua. On that. This one is white, some aqua, I believe there's darker blue in there, a little bit of yellow. Well, yeah. And then this is just some different shades of purple, a little bit of dark black in it. Yeah. I really like making these. I gotta order some more to make, more supplies, but they're fun and they're relaxing. So there's that. And then this one, I again maxed up a couple different. There's a purple and the aqua, a little bit of yellow. This one is a little bit of thing. Huh. That's not really drying very well. I may have to use a different type of glue. Sorry, hang on just a minute, guys. Yeah. It's just a little messed up. I have to fix it. Anyway, this one. Yeah. And this one, which I really like, some pinks and some blues. Right there. You know. I like using it because it gives it so much depth. And this is another one I use a couple different ones on. Create a little bit, you know, it looks like kind of a tree bark and then the yellow. This is another one of my favorites. I just like the rich tones in it. And I paired it with some antique gold frame. So like that. And this is another one I paired a couple different ones. Yeah. And last but not least, this one is one of my favorites. Got some orange and some blues and whites. Yeah, so anyway, I did all those. That was fun. I made a hat, but I won't show that till next Wednesday. I didn't get to clean house because, you know, when you got a sick dog and stuff, I probably am going to just wait and clean house tonight. Because she's resting, and, well, I mean, I guess I could. I just don't know where I would. I guess I could clean house real quick. I probably will. I probably should. But yeah, she's resting, and they're both on the couch right now. Missy's over here on the bed. I checked my bed is still completely soaked. I mean, so, like I said, it'll be a couple days. Thank goodness we have the couch now, people. Because if I didn't, I'd be SOL. I just don't sleep real well in the recliner. Some people can sleep just great in a recliner. I just don't sleep real well in one. Never have. I don't know why. But yeah, so I'm going to make another hat. I'm going to use this loom today. I just use bulkier yarn, or else I use more yarn. So anyway, that's all I got going. Oh, real fast. Let me put these up. Talk to you guys. Talk to me while I do this. Talk to me while I do this, please. I'm sorry, I know I had a lot of texts from people asking me about Nixie and if she was okay and stuff, and I'm sorry I haven't replied, or maybe I replied and just said I posted an update on Facebook. I just couldn't reply to everybody, and sometimes I don't handle emotional stuff real well. I kind of reach my wall, and then, I have to kind of, back off, so that's what's gone on there. But I thought it would just be easier to do a video here. I wanted to tell you guys an update on the hats for this month of Minnesota. And I honestly can't remember what month this is. You guys know? Anybody know? I don't know what month this is. I'd have to look. Isn't that horrible? Let me look real quick, because I don't know what month this is that I am in. I need to get me some business cards made too. Let me see. 16th. That was right. And it's Minnesota. So, we called one place and they said they were real honest. They said, we've got so much clothing and stuff, we're just full up. We don't need it. So, but they gave us another suggestion. So, it is the Mid-Minnesota Women's Center. It's, it's for women and children and getting them back on their feet and helping them. And they are very happy and excited to get the hats. So that's where the hats will be going. I haven't picked a new place yet. I'm kind of looking to see. I know I have them all listed. So we've done Washington, Arizona, Alaska, Idaho, Montana, Maine, Oklahoma, Michigan, Texas, Wyoming, Alabama, Ohio, Rhode Island, New York, Maryland, and Minnesota. So, I was thinking about Wisconsin. Wisconsin will be our 17th state. And that's the state I picked for next month. So, there you go. See, I'm trying now. 1 month that I pick the state, the next month Brad picks the state, and then the next month I get a suggestion from you guys. So, anyway, that's the update on that. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm going to probably just sit for a little bit and loom and kind of develop a master plan, and I think I'm going to wait till tonight to vacuum. I just don't like to clean house when everybody is awake. I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo. You know this. Anyway, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.